Welcome to Quiz Time. I'm your quiz master, Sean, and I've got some questions for you about the 1950s. So let's see what we remember, what we know, and learn stuff. It's fun, you know, and it keeps us young. All right, enough of me yakking. What was the name of the music player in the picture over here? A junebox, a jukebox, or a jive box? What is that right there? That is a jukebox. In 1956, what became Elvis Presley's first #1 single? Was it Heartbreak Hotel? Was it Hard-Headed Woman? Or was it Hound Dog? His first #1 hit was Heartbreak Hotel. Who played Marshall Will Kane in the 1952 cowboy movie High Noon? Was it John Wayne, James Stewart, or Gary Cooper? And the actor was Gary Cooper. Buffalo Bob Smith was the host of which 50s TV show? Colonel Bleep, Howdy Doody, or was it Time for Beanie? Buffalo Bob Smith hosted Howdy Doody. It's Howdy Doody time. Who played Moses in the 1956 movie The Ten Commandments? Was it Victor Mature, Kirk Douglas, or was it Charleston Heston? That would be the legend, Charleston Heston. Good grief! Is a catchphrase of which 1950s cartoon character? Was it Crusader Rabbit, Charlie Brown, or Clutch Cargo? Good grief! That was Charlie Brown. Probably after a pulled field goal. Complete the title of the 1951 sci-fi movie where a giant alien robot arrives on Earth. The Day the Earth blank. Was it Stood Still, Was No More, or Ended? It was the day the Earth stood still. Who sang the hit 1950s song At the Hop? Was that the Everly Brothers, Danny and the Juniors, or was it the Dell Vikings? At the Hop. That's Danny and the Juniors. What type of animal was Perry in the 1957 Disney movie of the same name? Was he a beaver, a ferret, or a squirrel? He was a squirrel. In what year did Hawaii officially become a U.S. state? Was it 1955, 1957, or was it 1959? Hawaii officially became a state in 1959. Who wrote the controversial 1955 novel Lolita? Was that Vladimir Nabokov, Elie Wiesel, or Boris Pasternak? That was written by Vladimir Nabokov. Which of these James Dean movies came first? Giant, Rebel Without a Cause, or East of Eden? And of the three, East of Eden came first. I could have had class. I could have been a contender, is a famous line from which 1950s Marlon Brando movie? The Young Lions, On the Waterfront, or The Wild One? That's from On the Waterfront. In what year was the hula hoop invented? Was it 1954, 1956, or 1958? The hula hoop was invented in 1958. Who ran the first sub 4 minute mile in 1954? Was it Roger Bannister, John Davis, or Gordie Howe? Who ran the first sub 4 minute mile in 1954? That would be Roger Bannister. Couldn't be done till he did it. Who sang the hit 1959 song, A Teenager in Love? Was that Gene Vincent, Dion DiMucci, or was that Bobby Day? And that would be Dion DiMucci. Who did singer/actor Frank Sinatra marry in 1951? Did he marry Ava Gardner, Janet Leigh, or Debbie Reynolds? In 1951, specifically, he married Ava Gardner. For what movie did Audrey Hepburn win an Oscar in 1953? Was it for Sabrina, Roman Holiday, or The Nun's Story? Audrey Hepburn won an Oscar in 1953 for Roman Holiday. Who sang the catchy 1950s R&B song, Please, Please, Please? Little Richard, Jackie Wilson, or James Brown? And that was James Brown. Which of these iconic kids' toys first hit shelves in 1959? G.I. Joe, Rubik's Cube, or Barbie? Hitting the shelves in 1959. That would be Barbie. In what year did Rosa Parks refuse to give up her seat on the bus? Was it 1953, 1955, or 1957? She refused to give up her seat in 1955. Who is credited with coining the term rock and roll in 1951? Jack Benny, Arthur Godfrey, or was that Alan Freed? Coining the term rock and roll, that was Alan Freed. If only he trademarked it. Who sang the hit 1958 song, Twilight Time? The Platters, the Drifters, or the Coasters? Twilight Time, that's a song by the Platters. What dog was a popular skirt named after in the 1950s? The Pomeranian, the Cavalier, or the Poodle? What a nice Pomeranian skirt. Cavalier skirt. Alas, no, it's the Poodle skirt. What did Cavalier skirt look like? In the 1950s, what was the name given to an ice cream milkshake that sometimes had soda in it? Was it a julep, a float, or an old-fashioned? That would be a float. Yummy. The song Que Sera Sera featured in which 1950s Alfred Hitchcock movie? The Man Who Knew Too Much, Dial M for Murder, or Strangers on a Train? You'll find that song in The Man Who Knew Too Much. In what year did the TV game show The Price is Right first air? Was it 1954, 1956, or 1958? The Price is Right first aired in 1956. Complete the title of this 1959 cowboy movie starring Kirk Douglas. Last Train from Blank. Deadwood, No Return, or The Last Train from Gun Hill? The Last Train from Gun Hill. In what year did Ronald and Nancy Reagan get married? Did they get married in 1952, 1954, or 1956? Ronnie and Nancy were married in 1952. What type of cap did both Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone wear on TV in the 1950s? Coonskin caps, beaver skin caps, or mule skin caps? Coonskin, with those raccoon tails on them. Complete the title of this 1954 musical movie. 7 Brides for 7 blank. 7 brides for 7 grooms, bachelors, or brothers. 7 brides for 7 brothers. What was the name of the band Elvis toured with during the 1950s? Did he tour with the Heartbreakers, the Blue Moon Boys, or the Jailhouse Rockers? Elvis toured with the Blue Moon Boys. Sir Roger Moore played suave gambler Bo in which 50s cowboy show? Wanted Dead or Alive, Colt 45, or was it Maverick? The show was Maverick. Who starred alongside James Stewart in the 1954 thriller movie Rear Window? Grace Kelly, Elizabeth Taylor, or Frank and Rebecca? It was Grace Kelly. Who sang the unforgettable 50s classic Wake Up, Little Susie? Bill Haley and the Comets, the Big Bopper, or the Everly Brothers? Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. The Everly Brothers. Our goose is cooked. Our reputation is shot. You've done an amazing job. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share your score in the comments, please. We love to hear from you. And since you're here, check out these videos right here. They're a lot of fun, too. We like making them, too. Catch you in the next one.